And we are live. It's me, Wilco the Kreij here from Upviral, Upviral.com, and we're here today for a Q&A webinar about Upviral. So we noticed quite a few people are had questions or asking us, hey, how does it work? Does it do this? Does it do that? So I figured, hey, why not host a webinar so everyone can just ask their questions live. So that's what we're here for today, and right now people are still logging on. You'll see me looking at the right hand side because that's where my chat will be. But people are still logging on, so I'm going to wait like a minute or so before we get started. But for those who are just logging on, like I said, this is a Q&A webinar where people can ask me questions about Upviral, and I'll do my best to answer them all, so everyone has, has all the answers that they need in order to get started with Upviral. So I think I'll just get started with a few questions that I've seen people ask me on the email support desk that we have. If you have any questions, you can always email us at support@upviral.com. We're happy to help out. But like I said, I'll start out by answering some questions that I've seen people ask us at the support desk. So one question that I've seen quite a few times, especially from people who are sort of like seeing Upviral for the very first time, they ask us, hey, what is it exactly, or what does it do? Well, usually I reply to them with another question for them, and that is, do you use Dropbox? And if so, if you use Dropbox, how did you get to know about Dropbox? Because what Dropbox did really, really well is that they were sort of struggling on how can we grow our business, and they were using paid ads for it, and they were losing a lot of money with that because every customer costed them a lot more than they would actually paid to them. So at some point they gave every single subscriber, every single member, they gave their own personal unique invite link, and they told everyone, hey, every single time that one of your friends signs up to Dropbox as well, you get extra space to your Dropbox storage. And for those who don't know, Dropbox is like an online storage space in the cloud, so you can easily share and keep all your files there. So once they did that grew insane. Like that went super fast because I think they grew 3,900% to like 4 million users from the top of my mind in just 15 months. So insane, ridiculously fast. And that principle, giving everyone their own unique link and then actually giving them the incentive to get their friends to subscribe as well, that's what Upviral is. And you can do that. We made it actually in a way that you can do that in multiple ways. So for example, you can use it to run contests. So let's say you're running a contest in Upviral. You can say things like, hey, you can sign up, you'll have a chance of winning. But every single time that one of your friends signs up as well, then they will actually you'll get extra entries in the contest. So for example, you'll get 1 entry if you sign up, but every single time one of your friends signs up, you get 10 extra entries. And for most people, that's a no-brainer, right? Like, we want to win that thing, and just by getting 3 of our friends to subscribe as well, we have, instead of 1 winning chance, we have 31 chances of winning, which is a whole lot more chance to actually win. And that's the incentive that people need. And what's important is really that invite link, because the difference between an invite link and just sharing is huge. But I'll get to that in just a minute. Maybe people will ask already about that, but otherwise I'll just go into that anyway. So, like I said, the invite link system, and you can use that for contests. You can also do it for example, giveaways. So the difference is that with a contest, you're basically giving away a prize to 1 or 2 or just a few people who actually win the contest, while in a giveaway, everyone can get their hands on whatever you're giving away. So you can say, for example, get 5 of your friends to subscribe or to sign up to your link, and once you get 5 people to subscribe, you automatically get access to X, Y, or Z. So they automatically get an email saying, hey, awesome, you just referred 5 of your friends. Here's that ebook that we promised you, or here's the discount coupon that we promised you, or here's that whatever it is that you have for them. So basically, what you're doing is you're trading something. So you're trading something of value, like an ebook, like a special video, a discount coupon, a physical product, whatever it is, and you're trading that in order for them to actually start spreading your message to you now, to all of their friends. So what's the difference between the link and basically asking for a share? Because a lot of tools are doing that. They're asking people something like, hey, we want to get access to this ebook, share this on Facebook, and you will get access. And trust me, I tried that a lot over the last 3-4-ish years, maybe 5 even, I've been doing a lot of research on what makes something go viral and what doesn't go viral, basically. So I've been doing a lot of testing with these kind of so-called share to get apps, which, like I said, just mean that people click on the share button, they'll share it on Facebook or they share it on Twitter, and right after that, they will get access to it. Now, the problem with those things is, first of all, people don't really have the incentive to get people to subscribe. So instead of writing it in a way that they think it will convince their friends, in their language their friends speak, in their tone their friends speak, etc., they'll just share whatever your text says, which is not always optimal. For example, I'm from the Netherlands. If I tweet something in English, it's not going to be as effective as compared to if I would tweet or share something in Dutch, because that's what my friend think, hey, he actually wrote that. Now that's the first thing. Second thing, and that's what the biggest problem is, most people, they don't really share it on their actual Facebook page. They, for example, click on that button, you can actually tag it, so no one will actually see it. You'll share it, but no one will see the post. Or you share it on an old and empty Twitter account, or you just delete the post right after you share it. And that's what I've seen people do a lot, really a lot. So that won't help you, because they shared it, but it's not getting you any extra traffic at all. And thirdly, even let's say people share it, and they do it right, and they keep it on Facebook. The problem is still that they will only share it once, and in my experience, that's never ever enough to really go viral. They'll need to be really, keep on sharing it. For example, they'll share it on Facebook and on Twitter, or maybe even also on Google Plus, for example, or they share it on Facebook, and the next day they'll share it again. And that's really what the difference is between giving something away in return for a share, the so-called share to get, versus what Upviral is doing, or for example what Dropbox did, and that is by giving everyone their own unique invite link. And by doing that, they have the incentive to not just to share, but they have the incentive to get their friends to subscribe. And what's happening there is they have accountability, and that thing right there, accountability, is a huge difference, because now just sharing isn't enough. They know I need to get X amount of people to actually subscribe. And the only way to do that is to actually convince my friends to subscribe. So what happens is that people won't just share it once, but they'll keep sharing it until they have what they want. So, for example, you say get 5 of your friends to sign up, and after those 5 people sign up, you get, for example, an ebook or some software or a video or a discount coupon. They're going to share it on Twitter or on Facebook, and Upviral automatically sends out an email every single time one of their friends subscribes. So after one of their friends subscribes, they'll get an email. Congratulations, one friend signed to subscribe. You only need 4 more people, and maybe 2 people sign up. So then they'll get another email. Awesome, congratulations. You only need 3 more people. And what will happen is people will then start to share it again, because inside that email you can actually add in an easy clickable social media link, so they can immediately click on it. You can just say, if you want to get this, you only need 3 more. Click here, share it again, and that way people will keep on sharing until they have unlocked their reward, and that will make sure that people, like I said, keep on sharing. So that's sort of the difference between share to get, which in my opinion it doesn't go viral. In my experience, doesn't go viral, versus the unique invite link and giving that to everyone using a system like Upviral. So I hope I didn't go too fast in the earlier. Of course, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to put it in the chat. I'll do my best to answer as many questions as possible. Let me just go through the questions. Someone's asking, hey, does it work with Aweber? Well, yes, it doesn't definitely works with Aweber. So what happens with Upviral? You will collect email leads into either our template, or if you want to use your own system like ClickFunnels, Leadpages, WordPress, whatever system you're using, and we send all those emails that are entered into your autoresponder, and that can be Aweber, that can be MailChimp, GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft, etc., etc. It doesn't matter, because we already support most of the biggest ones. But even if we don't support it like like as a selectable link, you can just copy paste the HTML form code from your autoresponder into Upviral, and that makes sure that we support all of them. So far we haven't gotten any autoresponder that we haven't gotten to work, but if you're the first one to actually find one that doesn't work, reach out to us and we'll make sure to make that work as well. So yes, it works with all autoresponders. Obviously Aweber, because that's obviously the biggest one, but it works with all of them. see whether there's some other questions right here. Someone's asking, you mentioned it's going to be integrated into ClickFunnels in lead pages and WordPress. Does it work with other systems as well? Yes, it doesn't. Actually, it doesn't matter what kind of system you've used. The only requirement is that you can either add some sort of an opt-in form right there, or it already has an opt-in form. And by basically, like I said, it doesn't matter what kind of system it is, but if there is some sort of an opt-in form, just so you know, an opt-in form is where your audience will enter their email address. If you have that, you can simply connect your opt-in form where people enter their email address to Upviral. So from that point on, every single time someone enters their email address into your opt-in form, it will automatically give all of those subscribers their own unique invite link, and all the features will automatically work. You can just add it into Upviral by adding a little JavaScript code. So I can actually show you that on my screen. Let me just show you. I can even show you a campaign right here. So I already opened up. So this is a campaign that I've been running. You might have seen it in one of my other case studies. It's called Tweetly.io, and this is where I give some sort of software for free if 5 of their friends subscribe. So this page, what you're seeing, is just a custom page. It's not part of Upviral. I just actually tested it out to test the integrated feature. So this is just a plain HTML page, and this opt-in form is connected to Upviral. So let's say I would just enter a fake email right now, just for demonstration purposes. And obviously, we always detect whether it's fake or not. So they will actually fill it out. You will only get real addresses, working addresses. But as you can see, it says, hey, want to skip waiting and get instant free access, get 5 of your friends to sign up with this unique URL. And then there's the unique URL for this particular person. I can easily share it on Facebook and Twitter. Now, what's important is this is just an integration. So this part is Upviral, and let me just show you how that has been added. So if I go to the campaign overview, so just like I said, this part is Upviral, and the rest is just a custom page. So I'm currently inside the campaign. As you can see, this campaign has collected over 6,700 total leads so far. So that's pretty good. Once you have the campaign set up, you can go to integration, and it will automatically give you the codes to copy. So actually, in this case, I have a special account, so there are a couple different features right here. But for most of you, you will just have, actually all of you, this is just for some testing purposes. But this code, you'll have to put that on your page in the footer. And you can do that inside WordPress, you can do that inside lead pages. But any kind of online system, you can add any kind of codes to your pages. So just put that here. And then secondly, put this code right where the form should be. If you want to show it as a pop-up, then you don't even have the code. Then just this code is enough. And you'll need to make sure that you add this in as the form code. So just to explain it to you, because I know it might seem confusing. This is the form code, basically, which will show or is connected to this form right here. And if people enter that, then the JavaScript will do the rest. So all you need to do is copy paste this code. You can just click on copy, paste it inside WordPress or lead pages or whatever system you're using, and it will automatically start working. So it's super easy to integrate, and of course, you don't have to integrate. You can also use our templates. So let me just, while we're talking, and I'll go through the questions in just a second. While talking, let me just give you a quick demonstration. So let's say you want to create a new campaign. Click on Create Campaign, Test Campaign. Click on Create. And then you can choose what kind of campaign type you want to use. So like I said before, we have a giveaway, we have a contest, and we also have a generic campaign if you don't want to have any rewards, but you just want to keep track of who's referring who. So let's say I want to do a giveaway. Then in the next step, we can decide whether we want to run it on Upviral or we want to integrate it into a third-party tool. So if we're going to choose to integrate it to a third-party tool, that's where you get the codes that you can just copy-paste to your own website, and Upviral will work on your own website. So all the traffic will go to your own website. You can use your own templates, own designs, and it's 100% customizable. Or you can just run it on Upviral. So if you do that, if you run it on Upviral, there's nothing else you need. Like you don't need your hosting, you don't need templates, you don't need anything at all. Well, like it's all in one. We send out emails. We'll do the lead pages. You can export all your leads. Like it's all included. So if you run the campaign at Upviral, you will just create a new. You can just create your lead pages, So we have all kinds of designs. We're always adding more. So let's say we want to use this one. Select template. That will bring you to a visual editor where you can easily just change things up. As you can see, it will automatically change if I type things here. You can easily upload your images. You also don't need any hosting for that. It's all included. So you can just customize however you want it to look. Press save and close. And you can do the same thing for the thank you page. So let's say you want to just put a test, select template, and it works the exact same way. You can just edit it live, and it will automatically show the you can easily create the thank you page where people will then start sharing. They will get the unique invite link, and you can then at that page you can say, hey, get 5 of your friends to sign up, and you'll get access to X, Y, Z, and that's what you can easily describe here. So I hope that I'm not going too fast. So let me just press save and close for now, and let me just go through the questions, because I know, like, I'm super passionate about this. This is really fast, so I'm sorry. So let me just go through the questions, and I'll try to take it a bit more slow. Once again, I apologize for that. That's the thing with these kind of live webinars. There's no way to really redo it, basically. So let me just see. Someone's asking, hey, how, like, once the campaign has started, once you started the campaign, how do you, like, what do you do after? Basically, with this whole system is, so for example, let me just open it up on my desktop. With a campaign like this, where people enter their email address, and then after they will get a unique link and they will start sharing it, what is obviously required is people will need to see that first before it will work. So if you create your viral campaign, you hit publish, and it's live, and that's it, and you will not tell anyone about it, then nobody is going to find out. So you need to make sure that the first group of people will actually see the campaign, and so they can actually start sharing it and spread the message with their friends, who can then share it, etc., etc. So there are multiple ways of doing that. I see quite a few people do set it out to their friends and family if they're interested in whatever you have. Personally, I'm not a big fan of asking my friends to help me out with things like that, because I'm always testing new things, and it will just mean that I would ask them a favor like every week or so. So what I've done, for example, with this particular campaign, is I set up a Facebook advertisement, and I sent out a couple of hundred visitors just for initial traffic. It was around 400 visitors, and like I said before, those 400 visitors, let me just open up the Tweetlead campaign. Those 400 visitors resulted in, so far, 68,000 visitors. So you don't have to send a whole lot of traffic. If it's going viral, then it will just take off from there. But you will need to have some initial people to actually see your campaign. And what I've seen other people do, for example, is they sort of partnered up with someone, with a website who already had an audience, and what they just reached out to them and they said, hey, I want to host a contest. You already have an audience. Would you promote the audience, and then we'll just share the leads, and of course, if you want to do that, you have to seek legal counsel. You have to add in your terms to make sure that people are actually familiar that they're sharing their email address with multiple parties. But I've seen people do that really, really successfully. So they didn't have the audience, but they had the tool, like Upviral, to actually set something like that up. The website, they didn't have this kind of tool, or they didn't have the know-how to actually do it. So he just offered, hey, I'm going to do a contest. I'll provide you the prizes or whatever it is, and you have the audience, and that way you'll have an initial surge of traffic, and Upviral will just take it from there. So those are just some ideas, but basically it's the same as anything else you'll do online. It needs to find some sort of traffic, and there are many ways to do that. So if you already have a newsletter, or if you already have a Facebook page or Twitter following, like that would be the easiest thing to go for and start out with that. Just letting your existing network, existing followers know about your campaign. I hope that sort of answers your question, Mark. So let me just go through the questions. People are asking, hey, can I use my own domain name? So I'm assuming that you refer to this URL right here. Are you, Erwin? Yes, he is. All right. So, and this domain, as you can see, this is not on Upviral. This is actually a custom domain, and you can easily add a custom domain as well. You can also use a custom domain for all your lead pages. All you need to do is go to Settings, Custom Domain, and just add a tracking domain. Enter your domain right here. Well, after you get some instructions on how to change that up at your own domain, it will just redirect to Upviral, and that way the Upviral domain will not be visible. So you can use that for your lead page as well as for the invite link. So they will all be your domain, and obviously there's no limit. You can just keep on adding as many custom domains as you want. So I hope that sort of answers you. Suzanne is asking, can all of this be translated? Yes, everything can be translated. Well, the dashboard, what I'm currently looking at, that will be in English, but all the campaigns will be 100% changeable. So let me just open up a test campaign, for example, just to show you. So, like I said, everything that your audience will see will be customizable. So let me just change the template, for example. You can just template everything. Like everything can be, even the copy button, for example. If it's like a copy in your language, or share is like Dalen, which is like Dutch. You can change it for every single network, for Facebook, for Twitter, like everything. Even if they copy it and it will say successfully copied to your clipboard, like all of that, everything can be 100% translated, because I'm from the Netherlands myself, as you can hear from my accent. So for us it was super important that it can be it's working in every language, even in right to left language. So most countries are usually from left to right, but even if from right to left, you can use Upviral with that as well. So let me just see if there are any more questions. Good question, actually, and I see a lot of customers actually use Upviral to sell physical products. And what I've seen people do, just as an example, is they ran a contest. So I'm not gonna give away the exact campaigns of our customers, obviously for privacy reasons. But what I've seen people do is they basically they picked a product that was highly relevant to their own product. So I wouldn't recommend to give away the exact same product, because if you're going to do a contest for the exact same product that you're selling, then people are going to join that contest, and until your contest is over, they're not going to buy, because they will just think, I might win it, so I'm not going to buy it, you know. So you want to pick something you can give away in a contest that's highly related, but it's not the exact same. It's like an extra accessoire, or like it basically talks talks to the same audience. And what I've seen people do, they usually just buy something on Amazon, or at least they pick something on Amazon, and once they pick the winner, like after the contest, they'll let it just ship from Amazon straight to the winner. It could be like something like a $20 prize or $10 prize. It doesn't have to be much. So they create a contest using Upviral, and then while doing the contest, on the thank you page, on the page where you say, hey, this is Upviral, this is a contest, and you just got an entry in the contest, and every single time one of your friends subscribes to your link, like on a page like that, so you can say earn higher chance of winning, for example, and you can then explain, for every friend that subscribes to you, you get 10 extra entries in the contest, for example. I'll show you in a second where you set it up as well. So if you say it like that, then on that very page, what I've seen people do is also add like another link to the sales page, because you want to capitalize it right then. People enter their email address, and right after that, you want them to see your offer that you're actually selling. So, for example, if you're selling on Amazon, you want to send them to your Amazon product. If you're selling on, for example, Teespring, you want to send them to your Teespring page. If you're selling on Shopify, you want to send them to your Shopify link. So that's the first part of the equation. Secondly, what you want to do, and let me just show you that as well, because I haven't even showed you anything from the inside of Upviral yet. I'm sorry for that. But one thing like one of the many features we have are email notifications, which mean that you can add emails. So once someone enters in your campaign, you can easily send out an email, and inside those emails, I would also include a link to your sales page. You don't just want them to share, you also want them to purchase. And these are just some of the ways. So actually the biggest value I've seen people use it is just by selling it from their email list, because once they have the email lead, they can just keep on doing promotions as often as they want. So inside these kind of messages, obviously you can have things like hey name, and then it will automatically change into hey Wilco or hey Mark or whatever the user's name is. You can easily have Facebook buttons in there, Twitter buttons in there. So these emails will be sent automatically right after they enter your campaign. And obviously, you can also have other kind of emails. For example, once one of their friends subscribes, once again, you can have things like, just show you that. Here's your Facebook button, which automatically links to the Facebook button, which will share their personal invite link for that specific user. So you can also include their unique invite link, so you can say, hey, keep sharing your personal link so you won't miss out, and have their referral link. So all of that can easily be added like this. You just click on which one you want to use, and it will automatically add into the email. So all these kind of emails can be added also when a reward is unlocked, for example, or when a contest winner is announced. That having said, I think it would be nice to just go through some of the options as well that Upviral has. So would you guys be interested in that, guys and girls, of course? Yes, yes, Katie, yes, Matt, yes, Neil, yes, awesome. So I'll just go through some of the things that we have. So right now I'm inside the 3-gig campaign, and I already showed you the live editor of the templates. Something obviously that you can also decide is the social appearance, which means that every single time someone will share it on Facebook, on Twitter, it will automatically add a link or an image and a link to back to your campaign, and you can obviously decide how that looks. Obviously, your audience can decide what this first section will be. So this will be their name, this will be their text, and then below that text it will be your image, your title, etc., etc. So you can all enter that right here, and this is just an example. You can easily enter that right here. You can upload an image. You can add multiple rewards. If you're doing a giveaway, you can just click on add a reward. So you can, for example, add a coupon code or maybe a downloadable file. You can just upload it right here, or just a URL if you want to have it somewhere else. You can add how many points you want to unlock, the name of the reward, things like that. You can decide how they can actually get points. So how many points should they get for every single time one of their friends subscribe? So in this case, for example, 1 point. You can also make it 20 points, for example. You can give them extra points if they share it on Facebook or on Twitter. You can give them instant points if they subscribe. You can decide which networks you want to use. All of that is possible. Now, I already showed you the email notification as well as the autoresponder, which means that it will automatically connect with your autoresponder, so all the emails will go through to your autoresponder. And we have a bunch of extra settings, such as the domain. You can add, for example, your retargeting pixels and all, and things like that. So let me just show you something else that I think is super exciting. That is, you can easily even split test your lead pages. So let's say you have a lead page and you describe, if you're doing a contest, hey, sign up and you can win whatever you have to win, or if it's a giveaway, so subscribe and you find out how you can get access to X, Y, or Z. Well, obviously you got to do your very best to create a page that will get as many people to sign up. But the truth is, we're not perfect. At least I'm not perfect. Maybe you are, but I'm not. So when I just create one page, there's no way I'm going to create the most optimal page possible. So instead, what you can even do is you can just create a new page. Let me just say, call it test 2. You can just pick another template, or if you want the same, or it doesn't really matter. And you can just describe it in another way. You can use different images, whatever it is. And from this point on, it will automatically split test between those both of those lead pages. And obviously you can add 3, 4, 5. There's no limit. I usually suggest like 3 or 4 max. Maybe 2 is also really good. So from this point on, every single visitor will either see number 1 or they will see number 2, and Upviral will then automatically keep track of which page will get most people to subscribe. And once you actually see a winner, right now it's all 0, of course, you can just pick a winner. From that point on, everyone will see that particular lead page. Now that's for the lead pages. What you can also do is for the thank you pages. So once they're on your thank you page, and that just so you know, that's the page where you say, hey, get 5 of your friends to subscribe and you get access to X, Y, or Z. Then there will be Facebook button, Twitter button, LinkedIn, Pinterest, etc. And obviously, you want as many people to actually start sharing that. And obviously, it's not like 100% of people will share. Some people will click away. Many people will share it, but you want to have the best page possible. Now, what you can do is you can easily add multiple of those pages as well, and you're going to describe it differently every single time. And we will then actually keep track how many people will start sharing from all of these pages. So, did they see page number 1? How many people shared? Did they see page number 2? How many people shared? And that way you can know exactly which page will get people to actually start sharing. And that way you can actually start optimizing your campaign and get as many people to first of all sign up as well as share it on social media. And even for the email notifications, you can easily create multiple email notifications. So you can even split test which emails are being opened the best. So we have split testing integrated throughout the whole system. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can even show you an example. So right here on Tweetly, this is the campaign that I showed you before. Let me just, I think it was this page. So I did a test before. Yeah. So I did a test before on the thank you page. Right now this page isn't working anymore. So as you can see, the Upviral system is not integrated in this page anymore, but the text is still the exact same. So what I did is I did a split test between this page and this page. And on the first page, I said, hey, we added your email address to the sign-up requirement. Want free lifetime access to Tweetly. Get 5 of your friends to sign up with this unique URL. On the second page, we said, hey, want to skip waiting and get instant free access? Get 5 of your friends to sign up with this unique URL. So that difference between, hey, want free lifetime access to Tweetly, I would have guessed that this would have been a good copy. People love something for free. Free lifetime access, that's awesome. However, this one want to skip waiting and get instant free access. Like this worked twice as good, just a little bit over that actually. So two times as much people actually shared it after they read this text versus this one. And my theory is that this is more of a social thing. Want to skip waiting and get instant free access. People feel like they're better off than anyone else because they skip the waiting line. However, if they read something like, hey, want free lifetime access, it's more like a commercial thing. It's like, you know, they're being sold something, or at least that's what, like, everywhere where you see some free lifetime access, it's more like, yeah, something more like a commercial thing. So, and that's my theory why this worked. But I wouldn't have never have even figured this out if I didn't split test it. And just by creating 2 of those pages, 50% of the people saw this version, 50% of the people saw this version. And by doing that, after a while, I saw, hey, this one doesn't work as well. This one does. And that way, I was able to drastically improve the campaign. And I did the exact same thing on the opt-in page as well, to create 2 versions to split test which one worked best. So those are just some of the things that Upviral does. I don't want to go into all the features. I think maybe fraud detection is a nice one as well. So if, like I said before, if someone is going to enter, that's this page. If someone is going to enter their email address right here, and then they will get their invite link. Obviously, some people are going to try to trick the system. They think, hey, I'm just going to open it up in a new browser and I'm going to subscribe myself. Well, that's not what you want, obviously. So that's why we have fraud detection. And that means that we're trying to detect whether a lead is real or not. For example, we do that based on the IP address. If they sign up from the same IP address, that's like a trigger in our system. If it's from the same browser, that's like a super big trigger. If the email address doesn't exist, for example, we test whether the email address exists. If not, that's also a trigger. Things like that. And that way we can actually make sure that we know which one seems to be real and which one doesn't. So you're not giving away your prize to someone who doesn't actually, who didn't really subscribe to new people. This way you can make sure they'll actually refer actual people. So right now this is an empty campaign, but if this will be a live campaign, you will see all the people who have like a suspicious, who are like suspicious. You can see who they referred, and then you can decide are they real or are they not real, or you can just let the system handle it for you. So I don't want to take too much of your time today. I think we went through quite a lot. Let me just see if there's some big questions that we didn't cover in this short webinar. Let me just see. I think most of the questions have been answered. Now, if you still have questions for us, please don't hold back. You can always go to support.upviral.com and submit a ticket right there, or send us an email at support@upviral.com, and we're always happy to help. During the weekends, you will get a slower response, obviously, or you just have to wait maybe through the next Monday. I hope that's okay. We're working through normal business hours. Also, we're up on our support desk. Like, I work on the weekends usually, but I can't ask all my team to do that as well. But that shouldn't hold you back. So weekend, or during the week, you can always send us a message. Obviously, I don't want to make you scared of anything. So just send us a message at support@upviral.com if you have any follow-up questions or anything at all. And I just want to thank everyone for joining me today. I hope I helped you, by answering some questions about Upviral. And I will talk to you all soon. Cheers.